You know, millions of us use ChatGPT every single day. We're asking it for recipes, to write emails, to help us out with our homework. But what if I told you its name isn't just a brand? What if it's actually a secret formula that explains exactly how the whole thing works?
Yep, you heard me. The name itself is a code, hiding in plain sight. And in this explainer, we are going to crack it together, piece by piece, so you can really understand the powerful technology you're using every day. Okay, let's dive in.
And there it is, the full name. Generative Pretrained Transformer. I know, it sounds a little intimidating, right? Like a mouthful of tech jargon. But don't worry, each of these 4 words is a key that unlocks a core part of the AI. So let's start with the one we all know best. Okay, first up, chat. This is the easy one. This is the simple conversational layer that made this technology a global phenomenon. You can think of it as the friendly front door to an unbelievably complex system. And you can't overstate how revolutionary this was. I mean, before ChatGPT, trying to talk to an AI felt, well, robotic and clunky. You needed special commands. But the chat interface changed the game. It made the AI feel natural. It lets you use your own everyday language, which is why it feels less like you're operating a machine and more like you're just having a conversation.
All right, let's move on to the next piece of the code, generative. Now this is where things get really fascinating. See, most people think ChatGPT is basically a super fast search engine, just finding answers on the internet. But that's not what it does at all. It creates its answers from scratch.
And the scale of this constant creation is it's staggering. Every single minute, across every user around the globe, ChatGPT is generating millions upon millions of new words. Every answer is being custom built, right on the spot, just for you.
And because every single response is generated in real time, no 2 answers are ever identical. This is what allows it to be genuinely creative. It's not just retrieving some information it found, it's synthesizing it into something entirely new, whether that's a poem, a business plan, or a block of computer code that didn't exist a second ago.
Okay, so if it's generating brand new answers, where does all its knowledge come from? Well, that brings us to our third word, pre-trained. Think of this as the AI's education. A massive, massive learning phase that finished long before you ever typed your first question to it. See, pre-training is where the model is shown a gigantic portion of all human knowledge. We're talking books, articles, websites, code. And its job is to just learn the patterns, the connections, and the structures within all of it. It's kind of like a student reading the biggest library in the entire universe.
And when I say big, I mean it's almost impossible to wrap your head around. Models like GPT-4 are trained on trillions of words. That immense scale is exactly what gives the AI such a broad understanding of so many different topics and writing styles.
But here's the absolute key. It doesn't memorize these documents. It's not like a giant set of flashcards. Instead, it generalizes. It develops this intuitive sense of language itself. You know, how to structure a sentence, how to build an argument, and even how to adopt a specific tone or personality. This pre-training, it's the true foundation of its intelligence.
And that brings us to the final, and I think the most important part of the name, transformer. This is the secret engine. It's the revolutionary invention from 2017 that makes all of this modern AI actually work. This is the real breakthrough.
Here's the best way to understand it. Imagine older AI models trying to read a sentence by looking through a tiny keyhole. They could only see one word at a time, and they would totally lose track of the bigger picture. But a transformer sees the whole room at once. It looks at the entire sentence or even paragraph and understands how every single word relates to every other word. It gets the full context.
And without that ability to see the whole picture, ChatGPT would be, well, pretty useless. It would forget what you said just a sentence ago. It would get lost if you gave it any complex instructions. It would just feel completely disjointed, not much better than the basic autocomplete on your phone.
But with transformers, the AI becomes incredibly powerful. It can remember the context of your conversation, it can understand nuance in your intent, and it can follow complex, multi-step directions. This is the giant leap from just predicting the next word to actually demonstrating intelligence-like behavior. The transformer is what makes the magic happen.
And just like that, we've done it. We've decoded the name. Every single word tells a critical part of the story, from that friendly interface all the way down to the deep technological core. So let's put it all together in one simple key. So there you have it, the complete formula. Each part builds on the last.
You've got the simple chat interface that lets us talk to it. Its generative ability to create something new. Its massive pre-trained education from trillions of words. And finally, the powerful transformer engine that actually understands context. It's not so intimidating now, is it?
So, the next time you use ChatGPT, you won't just see a simple chat box. You'll see the 4 powerful ideas all working together behind the screen. And understanding that code, well, that's the first step to really understanding where this incredible technology might be taking all of us next.